Good afternoon, my name is Odie Hawkins, and once again, it's Tuesday, the day after we were supposed to be here, but we couldn't make it, so here we are at a day late. And the person who sneezes is the person who's going to be on the show with me. Come on in, it's over.
Okay.
Sneezing your way in.
I guess so.
Sneezing your way in.
I'm sneezing my way in. Hi.
This is Salena-Hawkins, my partner in this.
Yes.
It's an advertising, a corny advertising scheme, let me put it this way. I have 37 published books. Okay, the books could be selling better. They're doing okay, but they could be selling better. So we came up with the idea some months ago of just simply establishing what do you call it, a kitchen corner sales. Yes. If you could imagine that we were outside on the sidewalk on the corner, and this would be our sales pitch.
For today.
Not apples, not bananas, books.
Not cake.
Not cakes. And if you have something cold to drink, I would do it.
That.
Because it's a hot day. He's looking at you.
He's looking at you.
I'm really up, man, about this.
I'm doing the passion fruit mango coconut at Costco's. It's also good.
I have a side.
You have a side.
The Brazilian berry, really tasty. Good.
Excellent.
You want to stop at the top and go down?
Yeah, let's go up the top and go down.
Okay. Two of the books that I've written deal with the bullfight. Actually, they are really not about bullfighting. It's kind of an analogy for a black man in America who wants to follow his dream. And in this case, his dream, after having seen a documentary about the great Spanish bullfighter Manolete, his dream, this young man, I think he's 16 at the time he gets the worm and the gusano. He decides he wants to become a bullfighter, so of course you got to go to places where they fight bulls. In this case, he winds up going to Mexico. And he's sort of jerked around a little bit by the Mexican people that he deals with, I should say, the Mexican cartel that he deals with. And having gotten his nose bloodied a little bit and having suffered a few cornadas, that is to the uninitiated, a couple of bull horns here and there, he comes back to the United States. That's the first book. We happen to be fortunate enough to go to a meeting of Los Aficionados de Los Angeles.
Remembers
of a bullfight. It's a bullfight, one of the oldest bullfight clubs west of the Mississippi. I forget when they were established, but it's been there for a while.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
And Billy.
And Diego O'Bolger. I had this book when I went to see a performance, a speech being given by Diego O'Bolger, who is a Irishman from Arizona, who fell in love with the bullfight, they call it the corrida, and decided that he wanted to become a torero.
You know, and that's not unusual for an American. I mean, like Honey, you know, a woman who decided to become a bullfighter and was rather successful at it.
Honey Haskins is unusual, and there have been a few like her. In days gone past, I think in the 40s, there was a woman named Patricia McCormick, who had been a former model in New York, and went to the bullfight and fell in love with it.
All right.
There have been Conchita Citron, was a, I believe, Peruvian woman who got into bullfighting. And needless to say, it is a male chauvinist playground.
Yes.
So these women had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. Same thing for our friend here. His name is Chester Simmons, but for the purposes of the book, I'm calling him
Matador Negro Azucar.
which translates to sugar. And the reason I named him Sugar is because so many black athletes have been named Sugar. Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray this, Sugar Daddy, Sugar Daddy, Smith, etc., etc. Diego O'Bolger, the bullfighter, was suffering with some kind of problem.
He had cardiac surgery, so so he's supposed to have kept his eyes relaxed, not work at them, and so or not read.
But because we gave him the book, and he
we gave him the book not knowing he had eye surgery.
That's right.
Right, not knowing he had eye surgery.
We wouldn't have done that.
Right.
But he took the book and he was very kind and generous. He certainly knows a lot more about bullfighting than I do. I took it from the purely creative level and all that I didn't know about it.
And what we could find on the internet.
Then I invented.
And the library.
And the library. It's quite a bit of information about bullfighting in the library and so forth, but it's not evident.
Right.
Because who in North America is very much interested in bullfighting, other than me and you?
Yeah.
Diego O'Bolger read the book, bad eyesight and all, and made some valuable suggestions.
Like a 2-page email.
Yeah, he got interested. He went back, he lives in Phoenix, I believe. Tucson. For example, I didn't know that the major bullfights took place in Spain, in Madrid, in a bullfight arena called Las Ventas. I was just saying the bull ring. Okay, it's like saying, well, this is called White Sox Park. It's just not a baseball park.
Right.
So he was very helpful.
Very specific, right.
He was very specific about it. So having gotten this charge from him, I decided to go back. Oh, sorry.
Pause. You're in the process of doing the second book when you contacted a friend saying you wanted an agent to do the second book. And so...
The man's name was Manie Barron.
Yes.
Okay, the best way to sell a book nowadays and for the foreseeable future is to have an agent. I didn't have one.
Your agent had died sometime.
My agent, my former agent, had passed away. So I called up a person who appeared on the screen, and he just simply told me, well, I'm not doing that anymore, but I would suggest that you get in touch with this guy. His name was Manie Barron. He was in New York. He's a black agent, one of the major league black agents in New York at the time, who had worked for Little and Brown and Scribner and had a good reputation.
And so the guy gave you Manie's cell phone.
Gave me a cell phone. I didn't know that at the time.
Right.
So I called this major league agent. He's walking down Fifth Avenue or somewhere. We started having a conversation. I told him that this other person had given me the number, and he thought, well, that's cool. And he's on his way to his office. He told me I'm walking down the street now, so if he hears some noises, if somebody's having an accident, I'm in New York.
Okay, right.
He said, by the time he got to the front door of his office, I had, I guess, pitched pretty well, because he said, well, I'll tell you what, send me...
He said, I'll call you back.
I'll call you back.
Yes.
Oh, God, you got a good memory.
Yeah.
Oh, call you back. So he went into his office, and a couple hours later, he called me back. Surprise, surprise. We talked about it. A book about a black bullfighter? Are there such things? So yeah, actually, from the very beginning, one of the very first bullfighters known was a Moorish guy who fought bulls in Spain, and of course nobody remembers his name. But it is not a sport. It is not a sport. It's a ritual more than anything else. So let's clear that up. there have been black bullfighters who would be called African American if they lived in America. They came from Peru, they came from Bolivia, Mexico, of course, but they were not always known as black bullfighters. They were called criollos, they were called mestizos, whatever you. But they would be considered black in today's terms. So he was interested. So okay, send me
50 pages.
What you got? I did.
He said, give me. Then after that, it was only a couple of days. He calls you and says, no, he sends an email and says, send me the rest. Send me the whole book.
And of course I did. And here's somebody.
Oh, which is an important point. If you're trying to get an agent and you're writing a book, and you do have the first 50 pages, do not contact the agent until you have finished the book. Because if he says, send me the balance, the rest of the book,
big trouble.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, you're in big trouble. First of all, let's start off with a little bit of dazzle-razzle at the beginning, which is no good for you or him. Luckily, I was not in that position. He read it. He knew even less about bullfighting than most people. He made that plain. You know, I don't know anything about this, but he liked the story and the kind of analogy that I was using. Am I using the right word? Analogy to suggest that the bullfighter might be John Black man. He could be the person who just got his window knocked out by a racist cop and had somebody punch him in the jaw. You know, how do you live with that? How do you take that? How do you deal with it? And for most of us, I've had it happen, I'm sure. You know, suck it up, figure out how you'll be able to deal with it the next time and keep on moving. Yeah, I think if you settle down in one place, say, oh, these racist dogs have mistreated me, you've opened up a trap door for yourself.
Right.
Taking Manny's suggestions.
You know, having taken Bolger's suggestion to rewrite the book, or I said give a volume 2, he ended up writing second volume, and that's when the fun began.
That's when the fun began. Well, you want to tell about it? Because you seem to be pretty good at it.
No.
Concerning Manie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Manie, like any good agent, any good editor, started quizzing me a little bit about how many main bulls, bull herds have bullfighters been able to choose from. Huh? Okay, you know, they're families of bulls. He was doing a little homework, I think.
Yes.
Okay, we know there's the Miuras, M-I-U-R-A-S. They're the Angonas. There's the bullfighter, the bull ring that Julio Carlos Orusa opened up a bull ring, a bull ranch, and his name became famous in bull breedings and several other. Anyway, there's about 6 main herds that are considered top flight, where most in old days, most bullfighters wanted to take their bulls. They've had bull rings where they had substandard bulls go, because if the bull was, you know, had a crooked horn or he was cross-eyed or something, then they wouldn't want to take him in the Plaza Mexico.
No.
You know, and have,
certainly not Spain.
Yeah, not to Spain. No. You know, so as Manie suggested, after having found out a little bit about it, it seemed that they consider the genealogy of bulls more carefully than they do of men.
Wow.
They keep records for years and years and years about the paternity of the bulls and who the female was, the Himbra. so that they'll be able to do more successful breeding all the time, which has been the case. And anyway, the book was published, and I received excellent reviews from Blue Ink, from some of the critical agencies. I haven't sold the way I would like to sell because I think my natural audience would be in Latin America. Not, I don't specifically aim at African Americans because I am an African American, but I doubt very seriously if very many African Americans are interested in bullfighting to the extent to make me a happy recipient of a lot of royalties.
But as you said, the book is more than about bullfighting. The romance in it is would touch any woman's heart. Okay, I do believe the romance.
I like that. What did you say?
The romance would touch any woman's heart.
Any woman's heart.
Yes, yes, indeed. And you know, what a woman decides to do, that she thinks she's got her man and she kind of lets herself go, and then he goes off to Mexico, become a bullfighter, and she realizes she misses him, and she decides what she needs to do to bring him back home, and she does it.
Her name is Dondisha, incidentally.
Yes, and so it's really beautiful, and the interaction between the parents. You know, if imagine you have a child who says, I want to be a bullfighter.
In Chicago.
Wait,
In Chicago.
No.
You can go to the post office, boy, what you talking about?
Right, okay. You know, do you know how dangerous that is? You know, they are not trained. Bulls are not trained.
They're not trained.
Yeah, and so, you know, and how, as a young person, how you can sign a contract that will really F you up. Okay? So,
what do you know, in Spanish too?
Okay, right, in Spanish too. Sign here, says the man, okay? And the fact that as a young man, the fact of his talent as a bullfighter makes him desirable to other women.
No, he was he's a bit of an oddity. He's coming from North America, and he's coming from the south side of Chicago. I mean, like, well, where did he dig you up from?
Well, you know, and then for you to be basically a nobody, become a bullfighter, start making a name for yourself. But from the very onset,
from the very beginning,
you get a woman who's of quality, woman of stature.
Well, on the romantic side, let's deal with that a little bit. He comes into the bull ring. I'm talking about Chester Simmons, who later becomes known as Matador Negro, Azucar. He decides to do something that a lot of young Mexican bullfighters have done over the years. The movement is called espontáneo. And what they do is go into the bull ring with a cape hidden somewhere, or maybe have some banderillas stuck down somewhere. And during the course of the bullfight, when they see a likely opportunity, they go jump into the ring and give the bull a few passes with this cape. And you can tell how well trained or how much talent some bullfighters have by the way they just simply do the first Veronica, or the media Veronica. They can tell, or whether or not he's talented with the banderillas. You can tell. Yeah, there's a potential manager there in the ring. He might get a contract the same day. In this case, this is practically what happens to Chester.
He thought, well, am I going to be arrested, or am I going to get signed and get a contract?
He's being taken underneath the stands to meet Senor Flores. Senor Flores is a piece of business.
He certainly is.
We don't have to talk about it, but he's cartel. And grabs hold of Chester, and for a whole year makes him into what they call a phenomenon. Makes him a phenomenon. People are coming and they're chanting, you know, Azucar, Azucar, Azucar. But of course, things, well, I don't want to say of course, it just happens that things don't quite work out. He does have a very lovely you were about to talk about it. A very lovely relationship with a woman who is an artist, a Mexican artist who has beige skin and green eyes, and it's quite lovely. But she has her own life to live, and things separate, and he winds up at the end of the day with Dondisha, who has managed to smooth her stuff out and become everything that she should be in order to gradually pull him back. So to make a long story short, it winds up becoming
a lovely story.
a lovely story.
Yes, indeed. So that's that.
Azucar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quadroon balls. Oh, quadroon balls. We were talking to a friend of ours yesterday. Matter of fact, he has a copy of the book and he endorses it. You know, hey, what I've read so far is pretty good. The quadroon balls, for those who may not be familiar with the idea or with the whole concept, is something that happened in 18th century New Orleans when there were women of color who were very light colored. Some of them actually passed for white because the interracial mixture in New Orleans at that time was so incredible.
I forgot. This cover was done by Tony Gleason.
Oh, yes.
This cover was done by Tony Gleason. And this cover was done by Tony Gleason.
I forgot to... Tony Gleason is all over the place. Huh?
There you go. But in the meantime, quadroon balls.
Quadroon balls. The ladies who were considered quadroons managed to arrive at a place that might be considered concubinage, or maybe the closest thing might be a geisha. They were taken in by rich Spanish and Frenchmen, mostly. It seemed that the Anglos in New Orleans didn't have too much of a taste for that. Maybe their wives were saying no, because they were coming from that puritanical Northern European side. The Spanish and the French, well, they had a more laissez-faire attitude toward it. Okay, so I'm your wife. I'm your legal wife. I have access to our bank account and so forth and so on. If you want to have problems, I mean, you want to have a relationship with the native girls, okay, that's okay. It's not okay, but
Yeah.
so long as it doesn't interfere with what it is that I'm doing with you.
Right.
We still own the plantations, more than one. In this instance, I picked this era, and I've made a little racial joke out of it, because according to our friend, the sociologist, our friend,
Psychologist.
the psychologist, Mr. Hernandez, we know that race in America is a construct. It was designed for socioeconomic reasons, and it remains that way to a certain extent. We know there's only one race, and that's the human race. And when you decide to divide people up according to their economic status or their social standing or their color, which may depend on their color, then you created a racial construct. That in New Orleans at the time frame we're talking about it, that was purely the case, because there were some black women, technically black women, who were having better lifestyles than a lot of white women. And in this instance, I'm making the suggestion that there was a white woman who could smell the coffee and say, hey, wait a minute. If these sisters are being able to make up the deal, she got a nice house. The guy that she's with is going to send the kids to school in France. She gets a monthly stipend to take care of household bills and so forth. So, why in the hell am I white? So, in a kind of a paradoxical way, we wind up having some women who happen to be white
Crossover. Crossover.
Let's say cross under, cross under, crossover. So there's a bit of humor in the book. These are short stories. The first one I'm calling Quadroon Balls. Now, this is the thing that I can't quite get with, but I have to own up to having done it. Zola Salena gave me a beautiful cover. Beautiful cover.
A collage of food actually eaten. Yes.
Front and back. I mean, I have not talked to anyone yet. Can you show this a little closer? Because we like to eat, like most human beings, and since I'm a writer who wants to be considered somebody who can jump into anything and swim a little bit, I thought it'd be interesting to have I call it the Little Urban Cookbook, the Little Urban Gourmet Cookbook. And the idea, because in California up to recently, we had a chain of stores called 99-cent stores. 99-cent stores. Then you could go to the 99-cent store and buy some decent food. Right. You know, I mean, I started thinking about what would it be like if you were only able to spend $3.50 a day to feed a family of 3, maybe 4. Okay, you'd have to know how to pick enough vegetables to make it worthwhile and to keep your family healthy. You'd have to stay away from as many processed foods as possible. And strangely enough, we have gone to the 99-cent store and gotten smoked oysters in a can, very good sardines from time to time. Of course, some other things that are canned are just simply canned.
Yes. Corn and whatever.
The corn. But you could actually go in and if they managed to have fresh vegetables, they might have been number 6 or number 8 on the drop-off list, but they were still fairly fresh. I decided to write a cookbook about how you could take stuff that you bought at the 99-cent store and make a beautiful meal out of it.
Beautiful meal.
Beautiful meal. I'd like to show this too before we start, because it's one of my favorite photos. These are eggplants. Zola took that picture and I love it.
Okay. Eggplants.
Okay. love the photos. Whether you're looking at it upside down or any kind of way, it's winds up being
eggplant.
2 beautiful eggplants. After having written a book and had it published, I decided that I didn't like it very much. I don't know. I didn't. First of all, the prose that I used in it, I found after really serious, arduous editing and all of that, still didn't move me in the way that I thought it would. I thought the title was cool, The Little Urban Cookbook.
We worked on the title quite a bit. Well, I like the book.
Okay, I don't know what to say about that.
I like the book with the pictures, of course, that I took. But the fact that you prepared the food, so I could take the picture, and I didn't need to put a lot of wax on the food to take the picture, okay? And it was a lot of simple stuff. And
okay, for example, I'm taking ramen noodles with sardines and using a little sauce that you can make your own self.
Right.
But I wasn't satisfied with what was said about it.
Okay,
I didn't make it sound appetizing enough.
I think you did.
Well,
okay.
I disagree.
Stir fry.
I just disagree.
In the olive
Maybe I'm
oil.
being disagreeable.
See what it does. Okay, it's simple. Okay, conversation is simple. It's not complicated. It provides the ingredients.
Yes, yes.
Not.
I'm suggesting, for example, that some people who ordinarily just use red or just use salt, pepper, and hot sauce, that there are other sauces that can be made,
Probably.
created.
Yes. Yes.
There's a sauce that comes from black bean, for example, if you, well, I'm going ahead of myself.
Yes. Making me hungry now.
But I don't know, something about the way the book is. I tell you what, one of the things that bothers me when I finished it and read it again and again and again is that I thought I was being a little bit too biased.
Okay.
I was saying that either do it this way or it won't be the way you want it.
Well, it's your cookbook. Okay.
I know, but it didn't open the door for people who said, well, what if I did it this other way?
Well, it also gives the idea because you give the ingredients, you tell what the ingredients are, but you don't say use 1/4 of this.
Oh, no, none of that.
It's like, you leave the person an opportunity to be creative with the ingredients that are suggested. It's not saying that this is dyed in the wool the way that this has to be cooked, but it's strongly suggested, and that's good.
Okay, well,
Come with me. Yeah.
You're beating me down.
Yes, indeed. The yams and the rice and so fluffy, and the chicken breast on the naan. Oh, good stuff. Okay?
Look, the Little Urban Gourmet Cookbook
All are available.
might be better than I think it is. I don't know.
All of them are available.
I'm going through changes about this. I don't know.
We might have to do another cookbook.
That's the solution.
That is the solution, isn't it? If you think so, list it in the comments, please.
Okay.
Okay, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And also, please subscribe. We look forward to seeing you or talking with you at our next video. And your website is www.odiehawkins.com. That's odhawkins.com.
ODIE.
Yes.
Not Audi.
Yes. Okay. With that, thank you all that have come on, and it's that time for us to.
Thank you for joining us. See you next time.
See you next time. Moments.